Howdy doody folks, shall we play a video game? Hooray, hype, you know, you missed some hype beans, you've missed some very, very important hype beans. Hello Kathy, how you doing? You all just been lurking there waiting for me to start. I'm sitting here going, is anyone watching? God, is anyone watching? Someone's saying hello in the chat, let's make sure someone's watching. You lot have just been like, when's she gonna start? When's she gonna start? Hey Boots! Spooky Boots! How you doing? Alrighty. Let's pause the country and get to the big moody synth sounds of Technobabylon. Alrighty. You wouldn't hype an orco. Hi Kira, how you doing? Kitchen mode is fine. I like what I might have to see if I can find the soundtrack album, because it's quite good, isn't it? It's quite good. Anyway, restore. Yeah, this is where we were. So, we are back running on Linux again. Washing pots so you can chat. Fair enough. Yeah. I managed to get this running on Linux because it turns out that if you use a different version of Proton, it works. Look, my mouse goes all the way to the top corner and all the way to the bottom corner. And all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. Well, hey. Kathy was still eating curry. Ray was washing pots. I couldn't chat there. Not so much that one. Anyway, catch you up on the story of Technobabylon. We don't know. This truly is the year of gaming on Linux. So long as you ignore those Linux tech tips videos where they like purposely go out of their way to make things hard for themselves. Anyway, story so far. So, there was some shady bloke having a shady phone call, and then we cut to who I presume is one of our major protagonists, who was stuck in their apartment room. So we had to do some stuff with the food dispenser, courtesy of THE Foods, to get ourselves out of the apartment. As soon as we got out of the apartment, it appeared to blow up, possibly at the hands of the shady man. Your YouTube sub provides you with enough content. Fair enough. Oh look, someone's come to help. Daddy's talking to himself. He's been a pest all day, haven't you? You've been a pest all day. Right, that was chapter 1. Then chapter 2, basically where these two coppers, who were told that the Mind Flayer, I think it was Mind Flayer, you're not helping, was going to strike, and we chased someone down, and they got a jetpack, and they disappeared. And now the central system is telling us that no, you didn't. There's no way that person could have escaped in a jetpack. You must be wrong. So we've been gaslit by a computer. Diva. Yes, you're cute and also wet. If they didn't make things more difficult for themselves, it wouldn't be much of an LTT video, would it? True. Very true. How you doing, Mia? I mean, to be fair, they managed to find the best bug ever in Pop OS. Pop OS, the Linux distribution that is trying to gear itself to being the Linux distribution for gamers. And somehow they managed to work a bug into it so that if you try to install Steam, you know, the big gaming platform, if you try to install Steam for Linux, it would remove your desktop environment. And that's not Linux Tech fault. That's Pop OS's fault. That was ridiculous. Of course, Linus said that he bricked his box. And I was like, no, you didn't brick your box. But then the second part was, oh, we want to get all our fancy things to work, and they don't work on Linux. And it's just like, well, bet you did some fucking research to see if they do what they wanted beforehand. Grr. I'm very annoyed at the second video more than anything. Yes, hello. Hi. Alright. Rami is gathering in her spoons before making breakfast. Fair enough. Linus Tech, I mean, it's YouTube content, isn't it? So obviously it wants to get you angry at times. Will you chill out? Huh? I mean, we know what he wants, and if anyone's feeling like a soft shite, LGR manages not do that sort of thing. I know, but, you know, he's also doing LGR's just, like, nice and just likes retro stuff. His partner watches LTT for the hardware builds more than anything Linux specific. I mean, this is true. They're mainly about hardware, right? Tech Connections, Tech Moan. Yeah, there's enough out there, isn't there? Every time you just push the microphone down and then nobody can hear me. Right, anyway. Let's read our email. Let's not read our email. Orko is a fiend and Ray loves you so much. Look at him. What's going on, huh? I know what's going on. Look at his expectant little face. Yes, yes. Cat butt! Cat butt, cat butt. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? And of course, Snarf is here. Yes, Hannah? There's biscuits for you, Snarf. The more you delay, the more he'll steal them. Snarf, what's this? Snarf? What's that? So physically for Snarf. Yum nom 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 nom. Yum nom 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 nom. Yum nom 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 nom. He just wolfs them down. Like, this is why he throws up all the time. Like there's no tomorrow. He's ate them all. Ate them all already. And now what's he doing? What's he doing? He's going over because he knows that Snarf has got a pile of biscuits there and woomph! See, Snarf, you're going to be fast. You're going to be fast, Snarf, because he will just... Oh, look at him. Look at him. Oh, Snarf, Snarf is not learning. Snarf is an idiot. Snarf knows nothing. Orko's just like, if there's food, it must be mine. Snarf is just like, I'll just... Snarf, you should have got on the box and just buried your face in them. Instead of just, I'll just pull them off one at a time. Boop. There's one left on the corner there, Snarf. Go on, get it, get it. Yeah. Oh, the grabby paws. Honestly, it's his worst thing. So, Snarf, do you want to give kissies? Kissies to chat? Orky, kissies? And now they don't care anymore. It's like, oh, well, yeah, had treats. What am I going to do now? Snarf is probably going to... Snarf has gone. Snarf has gone. Orko, do you want to give kissies? Orky, kissies to chat? No, no kissies. No kissies. Time to lick himself. Kissies for chat or what? Go on. Everyone wants a kiss. No. He's a rude fucker. He's a rude fucker, honestly. Rejected. We're nearly through. When did I buy those treats? May? June? Something like that? We're nearly through one tub. I bought them after you sent the care package. Because the care package used to live in the drawer, and then I was like, oh, let's just get a tub. Right. Emails. From Null at Null Node. Well, this seems like a virus, huh? Dr. Santiago, who is a perv. Give the rest of us a turn. We've not acted for wetware. Fulcrum admin. Our monthly payment for the rental of our balcony garden has been processed. We've got a garden. The optical feed from the office is no longer functional. Yeah, that's it. We keep fucking about with the camera. Oh, Van der Waal. I think we talked about this. Well, we'll try and... Yes, close that. Mine-jacking, that's it. There was a mine-jacker, that's who we were chasing. News. Metric time. Yeah, we talked about this. We talked about metric time. Nothing on the news. What's this? Facebook? Oh, look. RX.
Hey, Lau.
Yeah?
Right. Let's catch up and stuff.
I've lost count of the number of times the minejackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Now, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's out.
Should give us the advantage.
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught minejackers have usually burnt out after one or two attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him.
Ooh.
That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
Still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
See how that goes for the game volume for you. 2066 and people are still in heteromonomorous relationships. Such a dystopia.
At least we've managed to link the previous minejackings to one suspect.
Diva.
It's the MO. Historically, minejackers have used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract, before storing it in their own neural tissue.
So they'd need a terminal.
Which is usually how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But are minejackers not behaving the same way?
No. His tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external injuries. State of the art, but a dead giveaway.
Nice bit of exposition dump for all of us here, because I've forgotten.
You don't like that Central's predicted this, do you?
It's not how investigations are supposed to be done.
Admit it. You're afraid your job's going to be stolen by machines. Kind of like weavers, factory workers, authors.
Just how old do you think I am? No, don't answer that. I just don't like having that key bit of information kept from me.
You need to learn to work with Central. It's not our enemy. It works for us as we work for it.
I like the fact they decided on authors, not video game makers. It's like, oh, books are made by computer now, but not computer games. Or movies.
Got any ideas where we can look next?
I thought you were supposed to be the lead on this case. We could look into that other lead. What was his name?
Gil Vanderwall?
Yeah, that's the one.
I thought Vanderwall made it pretty clear he wasn't going to speak to us.
Might just be the way you handled him. Tact is apparently not your strong point.
I like to speak my mind.
I'll contact him and see if he's more open to persuasion. He might cooperate if you're not there threatening him with physical injury.
He's a dyed-in-the-wool felon. He deserves worse.
But if he can help us...
All right. See what you can do.
I see policing hasn't changed in 40-odd years either. Just like, oh, this guy's obviously a felon. Let's beat him up. I mean, he might be. Probably is. Because it's a video game, but...
Looks like we found our latest casualty.
Damn it. Why him, though?
I was wondering the same thing. We're assuming the Mindjacker's a data thief. The usual MO would be to target valuable info he can sell on the black market.
But this guy, he was an HR administrator.
Apparently a very good one, but not the kind who'd be let in on company secrets.
We'll just have to ask the Mindjacker when we catch him. Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
It's like an aged Stephen Moffat. Wow.
One of Central's fisheye cameras. Someone has covered it in tape.
Someone will be us, huh? So we got cables, we got a terminal, we got that, we got a way chute, we got a camera, we got screens. Run through all the available data. We've already got preferences set up how we like them. Alright. Let's go have a wander around, because there was other stuff. There was the surgical lab.
Locked. Dr. Santiago must be working on something he doesn't want me seeing.
Though you can tolerate Dr. Santiago's opinions, it looks like Dr. Preston's the only one in the office. You'd rather avoid another sermon on the merits of centralized government. You don't mind Santiago, but I'm too keen on Preston. Everything he says or does seems to be a slavish, obedient attempt to stay in line with Central. Not even Central cares that much.
One of Central's fisheye cameras.
It's weird how sometimes the character does the explaining, and other times we just get that mouse over. Oh, a waiting room. You are in a waiting room. At the end of the hall, the door leads into the waiting rooms. Persons of interest who don't quite deserve the cells are temporarily kept here. So not quite a cell.
They picked this guy up last night. He's got something in his wiring that might be contagious. I guess that means I'm safe, but still, poor kid. Hey kid, you alright? Hey kid, you alright?
Kid ain't talking to us. Wise thing, kid. Don't talk to cops.
One of Central's
Why you question the need for so many cameras within Cell HQ? The waiting room's one of the few places you would never sabotage them. Sabotage. Don't tell me how to act, it sickens me. So there's just a fucked up kid in the waiting room. Notices cascade across the board. You dislike the way they need to move all the time and believe that it reflects the short attention span people have in this city. Oh, this is the same as we had in our terminal. Yeah. Digital time. Latest sports and kabaddi. The weather. And an output for a titty game. Or something. Nancy Drew? Nancy teaches typing. Right. Of course. Because in an age of everyone having wetware, what you want to do is teach people typing. Oh wow, we just got an elevator that took us to our car, huh? Meanwhile, at the scene of the crime, you wonder when the coroners are going to get here to clean up. The body lies here, unmoved since your earlier visit to the office. Central must want someone more skilled than the corpsman to handle it. Yeah, it was quite Kathy Rain, wasn't it, the location chooser? There's a corpsman. Corpsman appears uncomfortable, standing too close to the body. He'll be the kind of agent who's more tour guide than police officer, here to reassure citizens rather than resolve crimes. This is why they leave the actual investigations to case officers like yourself and Lau.
Yes, Doctor.
Carry on, corpsman.
Wow, that
Yes,
it?
Doctor.
Carry on, corpsman.
Yeah, we ain't talking to you, corpsman.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
Where the police, though? Open laser paper stone. Oh, have we got a game that we can play? Fuck everything else. I'm just going to play laser paper stone. Laser cuts paper. Stone busts laser. And then obviously paper does stone, right? And draw. I'm not sure how many times we're playing the game. Oh, they win. Yeah, I think that, I mean, so far we've had some sort of net hacker possibly being targeted by some shady person, maybe this minejacker, and these cops are investigating a minejacker who steals information direct from HR managers, apparently. And I'm too busy playing laser paper stone. We don't really know too much, you know, some in-depth stuff, aside from the fact that, you know, we've got shit to investigate. We're very, very early in the game. Probably only played it for about an hour last week. Yeah, we started off playing as an interesting character. Now we're the cops. But you know, we're a
When
cop
people
who...
worry, there's always something they find to help them. Drinking, the trance, even God sometimes. Me, I've got a place I like to go to. It's helped me when I've been troubled in the past.
But this is a cop who doesn't fit the rules. He doesn't like being looked at by cameras and using modern things like wetware. He likes gardens and talking to people and beating up people he thinks are criminals, regardless of whether they've been proven as criminals or not. Not even having to glance for a moment, these words are etched in a memory deeper than anything else. Victor Regis, beloved wife, friend to all that lives, 11th of August 2034 to 2nd January 2067. Think of us not as engineers, but as artists. Better not move it, it's where it ought to be. Not talking, I know. Oh, content warning message. Did we want the content warning up for this? Not Edgy's 90s stuff. Oh yeah, there was there was sort of a bit of... What did we have as our content warning that we found so far? I think it was... content. We'll leave it at suicide and self-harm for the time being. Thank you, Kathy. You're not in the mood for gardening. Tree's unusual constitution causes it to shed its leaves more often than a natural specimen. You diligently tend to the mess it makes as often as work allows. A storage locker for your gardening tools.
It's empty.
Excellent. Someone's stolen all our gardening tools.
It took a lot of work to make, but it was worth it. This engineered tree is the kind of memorial I think she'd appreciate.
You've had your treats. Why are you like this? You're such a pest. Right, so I've got a garden, it's got a tree, it's got some leaves, it's got a plaque, and I've got an empty tool shed. We've got the scene of the crime with not much going on. The snack wanter has logged back on. At some point, he might decide to crawl all over my head. So I'm kind of at a loss as to...
Loud.
Yeah?
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
Right, you're no help, are you? I'm not sure what a puzzle is here anymore. Aside from, like, opening this virus, you download the data package to your traveller. You're unsure who this might be. An informant, perhaps? As much as you dislike the cloak and dagger approach they requested, you'll take any help you can get right now. Okay, cool. Hello, Art. How are you doing?
I trust Max, but I know Central would hear everything in cell headquarters.
Alright, okay, that explains stuff. Wolf-set cult-free zone. Yes, we're done with the fascist wolf cult. We're now doing some Technobabylon stuff. Where we are playing the Babylon. And we've received, we've received a data package from a mysterious person, and we don't want the rest of the police force to overhear us. It's all a bit cloak and dagger, because we're a copper, not like anyone else. Is this game related to anything we played previously? It is the same studio that did Gemini Rue. Although maybe not necessarily the same developers. And it does, obviously, we were just discussing that travel thing does look a little bit like Kathy Rain, but I don't believe it's the same people.
Here goes nothing.
Dr. Regis.
Yes?
Regis? Central's still giving us a negative on the aerostat. It's like it just vanished. So I thought I'd better give you a heads up.
Do you mind? I was in the middle of something. How did you find me?
Central told me you'd be here, at Fulcrum Tower. Also, it said, stop turning your traveler off.
What a surprise. I like my privacy, though. That's why I come here.
You hang around the balconies much?
Yes, this game has been purported to be very trans. We haven't seen it yet, but, you know, we're only a little bit into the game, so...
Take a look at the plaque.
Viksha Regis, beloved... Oh, Regis, this is...
Yep.
I'm sorry, Charlie, I didn't know.
You wouldn't have. I don't tell anyone about it.
Wow. I know you've got some seriously high-up strings you can pull, but I didn't think they'd ever let someone be buried up here. And how the hell can you afford somewhere like this?
You're right, though. This place is very expensive. Why do you think I live in a pod in the Southeast Barrel?
I didn't know that was where you lived either.
She isn't buried up here. She was processed, like anyone else.
I see.
The tree's
Processed.
special, though. I made it myself, from scratch.
Planted and grew?
No, made. It's a cross of Chrysophyllum canito and Prunus cerulata. The junk DNA in every cell of it contains her entire genome.
Wow.
Takes a lot of looking after.
But you're doing it for her.
Makes it all worth it.
The processed bit. Processed by whom? THE Foods.
We were married for 4 years.
I'm sorry it couldn't last.
We met in our professions. She was a engineer as well.
You didn't have kids?
My previous work, well, it left both of us infertile. We had embryos prepared through IVF, but we never got to using them.
I'm really sorry. I remember reading... It was Baxter, wasn't it?
Don't push it, Dr. Lau.
Sorry. I think I figured out why you went off the grid to come up here tonight. You heard about Baxter, didn't you?
They let a monster like that walk.
They didn't parole him because they approve of what he did. He's out because he's got skills Central thought would be useful. With a governor jammed in his limbic system, well, he won't be the same man. He can't even imagine hurting anyone again.
Even if it were completely true, I know that there is absolutely no way I could forgive him.
On the bright side, he'd probably be pretty mad at you too. Well, if he could have thoughts like that anymore without falling over and puking, you put him away, and that counts for something. I know it's not exactly normal for you to open up, but if you want someone to talk to,
Central wants us?
I'm afraid so. We better get going. You coming?
I just need a moment to think, Max. A little privacy. It's why I came up here in the first place.
I understand, Charlie. I'll be in the car. I'll see how long I can stall Central.
Max,
Yes?
Nothing.
That's all right, Charlie. I understand. I'll be in the car.
I can't ask for her help in this. I'm not even sure what this is yet.
Right. Back to that thing.
You are alone, as requested?
Yes? Now what is this about?
1448D-A, 1448D-B, 1448D-C, 1448D-E.
Excuse me?
Your stomach lurches as you recognize the image. You know them. You've seen them before, but you hadn't remembered them by number. Whoever is calling you has 4 embryo containers. Your own.
What about them?
They were removed from the Alracis Medical Center, originally deposited at 1615 on the 11th of November 2065. They have been fertilized by yourself and Dr. Viksha Regis. They were frozen at the earliest viable phase of growth. 3 are female and 1 is male. They were deposited after your fertility treatment proved...
Stop! Why are you telling me this? Who are you? And what are you doing with my my embryos?
You are about to meet with a contact, Giel Vanderwall. In his home is an active memory module, a most unique model. You will secure it for us. Further instructions will follow.
And what if I don't? That image could be a sim.
Apparently, you need more incentive not to waste my time.
Whoops.
1 is gone. 3 remain. Do it quickly. Your legacy is in jeopardy.
Yowzers. That's some vicious fucking blackmail right there. And yeah, handy that embryos came up in the conversation just a moment ago. A conflict brews in your mind and in your heart. Giving in to blackmail like this would be the antithesis of everything you stand for, both as an agent of the law and as a human being. On the other hand, you cannot bring yourself to risk a small part of the legacy that you've worked for so many years to maintain.
To save the lives of our children? I think I can accept that.
So, despite the incident at Animus, I may have some good news. We might have a break in that string of mindjackings.
Vanderwall agreed to talk.
Yeah. How'd you guess?
He couldn't hold out forever. What did he say?
Didn't want to talk over the...
Lau?
Central wants a word.
Dr. Regis, Dr. Lau.
This isn't just a social call for an update, is it, Central?
Dr. Regis, lately you have spent a great deal of your time off-network. It is for your safety and that of the citizens that we...
Central?
All points bulletin, evacuation in progress at Barber's Gate Transit Station. Case officers Regis and Lau assigned to crisis management.
What's happening at the...
All case data has been transferred to Dr. Lau. Your vehicle has been rerouted. Please seek an expedient resolution to the situation. Central out.
Business-like as ever. Let's go see what this is about.
Rerouted by Central. Meanwhile, what is this dickhead doing behind me? Hello? This is his new thing. He started doing this Wednesday? And he's having great fun with it. What are you doing? What are you doing? Fucking dickhead. Honestly, what a dickhead. This is just the Brooklyn 99 boiled sperm hostage plot. Maybe. Embryos does not equal children. True. But when... if you and your partner are both infertile and have to go through like a lot of work to prep embryos, does that make them one step, like, you know, in between sort of like zygotes and kids? Does it put them in the step between? Anyway, what are we going to do here? And when said partner is dead as well, so your only opportunity to have children with your partner or your ex-partner, they're all value, but they're not children. Yeah. Anyway, what's going on?
It sure looks like everyone evacuated in a hurry. Nah, that's a job for the corpsman. Advertising. It's all the same crap wherever you are.
It looks a lot more impressive if you're wired, though.
Supposedly, these things are interactive, if you're wired.
Considering joining the present day, aren't you, Regis?
Advertising.
It looks a lot...
Right, so we've got impressive adverts. Empty platforms at this time of night. Sure sign that something's gone terribly wrong. But reassuringly that the corps on the scene have begun evacuations. Oh, wait a minute.
Sir, over here.
I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We've been assigned as crisis management.
Corpsman Durian, 4th Network.
Has it gotten any worse?
Not yet, but we've not heard any word since...
Hey, I'm the only one here who hasn't got wiring in his head. Central hasn't had the decency to update me.
Oh, sorry, Charlie.
Well, it's another one, sir.
Another what?
A, bomber.
Orko being very helpful. Yeah, caring for the characters hasn't kicked in too much. It's just like, okay, so he's a cop who doesn't go by the rules and isn't wired in like everybody else. They're 10 a penny in fucking Cyberpunk, surely.
What do you mean, another one?
This is like the 4th this year I know of. Central's been doing its best to keep public awareness down.
I guess it doesn't want public panic about it.
Or it doesn't want people to think we haven't got it under control. So how do you know about it?
I talk to people? I've got a social life, unlike someone.
Central marked him when he tripped a chroma sensor. Central locked down the trains and started an evacuation. It looks like he panicked and holed up in one of them.
Anyone in danger? Any hostages?
Central's not mentioned any in the case file. That either means there aren't any,
Or it doesn't consider them sufficiently important. Probably wants the transit running again more than it cares about human life.
sounds like he was surprised. Didn't have time to take any.
He's not thinking in terms of hostages. He was made as a weapon.
Regis?
He's a biobomber. The explosives are made of... they are his bones. That's how he tripped a DNA sensor.
See, I am very interested in this story of centralized government just basically being a big computer system that's trying to control all the people. And also, Bone Bomb. There's some sort of joke there about bones and banging, but, you work it out.
What's your take on it, Dr. Lau?
Honestly, it's looking pretty lousy for him. Doesn't look like he's got any human shields. I doubt an empty transit station was his intended target either.
Very astute.
Charlie, you're not gonna like this. Central's just bumped the priority. It wants the suspect neutralized.
What?
Very paranoia indeed, Mirami.
Neutralized is a vague term. I'm gonna try to talk him down.
Regis?
It sounds like he's hesitating. I may be able to exploit that, but just in case, get to high ground.
Fine. You probably know what you're doing.
The signal is hope. Don't fire until you hear me say it.
Hope. Got it.
Keep the public away, and run one more check for bystanders in the station. We can't afford casualties if this goes wrong.
Will Central approve of this?
We don't have time to wait and find out. Wish me luck.
Besides, I'm a rebel cop who doesn't do anything that Central says. That's my only character thing. And a fridged wife.
Hello?
Who's there?
I just want to talk. I'm unarmed, and I'm opening the doors.
What do you want, heathen?
The sight is distressingly familiar. The brace, the weakened bones, the signs of tampering in a young man that brings back memories long buried. Seems that the best hope would be to leverage what you know about him. Try to find some common ground.
You sound like you're from America. Am I right? Texas, I'd guess.
Yes, you're right.
I thought so. I grew up there myself, near Fort Worth. What part do you hail from?
Houston.
I can remember what it's like out there. It's part of why I came here in the first place. I'm Dr. Regis, by the way. Some folk call me Charlie.
Thomas Beckett.
Like the saint. Nice to meet you all, Thomas. So, how do you like the city?
It's a wretched den of sin, like Sodom or Gomorrah.
Sounds like
It's
my
not
kind of
my
place.
favorite, but I wouldn't go that far. I take it you're not here as a tourist.
I'm here to do my duty and strike a blow for the Lord.
Really? We're a long way out from the war here. Whole other continent, in fact.
Yes, I know. But now I'm surrounded, and I must make use of what I have. The fire within me.
How's the scoliosis? You need medical help. You're not going to last very long. Again, on the whole, let's try and be friends with them until they decide to blow up anyway.
How's the scoliosis?
What?
And the osteoporosis, the rickets, and the diabetes?
How do you...
It's a common side effect of sloppy prenatal genetic engineering. That, and having your body lay explosive nitrates in your bones instead of calcium.
It's a test of our faith. Only the truly worthy who can...
It shows just how little the Gengineers who made you cared about your health. They made you to walk and to carry a bomb in your bones. The fact that you're a living, feeling, thinking human was merely an inconvenience.
Regis, I'm in position. Visibility good, 0 crosswind. Standing by.
There have been times when I've lost faith, but I can't let this be one of them.
Hope. Options. I've had experience with you guys. You're trying to work out your next move. Don't do anything stupid. Hope. It's like they put it in there like as if it's a computer variable or something. Hope. Let's carry on the whole. We know what genetic engineering can do when people do a shit job.
I used to work with guys like you. A whole lifetime ago.
The Lord's warriors?
Something like that. Kids who'd been altered, weaponized youth. You've grown up with so many health problems, groomed since birth for a noble sacrifice. But does this seem like the glorious role you were promised?
It is my duty to God to sacrifice myself.
In an empty transit station, thanks to a piece of bad luck?
This wasn't where I was supposed to go. But even the original target, it doesn't seem to fit with God's plan. But if I agreed to go with you, I'd have failed in my duty. I'd just be a prisoner in a strange land.
For the Lord hears the needy and does not despise his own people who are prisoners. Psalm 69, verse 33.
Nice.
Right. Wherever I am, I'm always in the Lord's sight.
There are more ways to do his work than destruction. We can help you find it. We can probably even fix your bones.
All right. I shall not resist.
Thomas, you've made a wise choice. More importantly, you've made it for yourself. Corpseman, the suspect is surrendered. Take him into custody. Carefully.
Yes, Doctor.
Regis, that was amazing! Central's going to be pissed, though. That was a huge risk.
Screw Central. Come on, we've got work to do. The Corpseman can handle it here.
Yeah, with a little help from the bomb squad.
Guy seems beyond reason. Achievement unlocked, Suicide City. Achievement unlocked, Silver Tongue. Alright, we're on Chapter 3. Leasing Tower Penthouse Suites. T-minus 17 hours. I got that 17 hours from the...
So, Vanderwall finally agreed to cooperate?
Yep, said he could give us a head start on the minejacker.
We'd better not keep the man waiting then.
So we managed to temporarily reason that dude, but he could flip back at any second. That is quite cute Hooverbot, huh? A janitorial drone patrols the hallways, executing its adaptive planning software to track down dirt.
Nah, my apartment building's already got one.
Floating sculpture.
I don't get the appeal of this cubist stuff.
Looks more like abstract impressionism to me. A classic piece by Chandler, if I'm not mistaken.
You know, that's a lot less impressive when you can call up a search inside your head.
Screw Central is a specialist hardware store. Ayy!
You've never struck me as much of an art lover.
I'm not so keen on this kind of thing. The mag coil keeping it floating, however.
Did we just steal a mag coil? We did! To a no longer floating
At least
art.
it's staying put now.
The dock in the wall, where the autonomous vacuum cleaner gets its power and offloads its waste. There is a notice above it. The manager thanks you for allowing the sanitation machinery and staff to continue their work by not obstructing the docks. These stations are for the use of custodial equipment only. Yeah, I get the feeling we might have to,
We're leaving already?
No, not yet.
Just checking it's still there then?
Yes, we are, because I accidentally clicked on it.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
We
Keep
don't
at it,
need...
Max.
Can do, Regis.
Literally, it's just like click on it to get some exposition.
Vanderwall, you there? You sure he's in?
He told us to meet him here. Central hasn't logged any departures from this floor since this morning either.
In this part of town, even the buildings look lazy and decadent. These windows won't open for insurance reasons. While the door has an expensive hardwood appearance, you've no doubt that a man as paranoid as Gil van der Waal has spared no cost to ensure that it's at least bomb-proof.
We haven't got time for this, Gil.
I don't think he's answering.
No, he's not. You, Buzz.
Hey, Max.
What's up?
You've got a brain for wetware systems, right?
Don't you mean full of wetware systems?
Huh. This isn't just me being offensive. Can you have a word with the door controls?
I'll see what I can do.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Got it. I reset the password. It's now password 1.
I'm just glad you're on our side now.
Damn straight. I could probably make a lot more money if I turned to crime.
Just got an achievement unlocked. The right one for the job, presumably. Just let ourselves
Gil,
into the apartment.
You in here? Oh, excuse us, miss. I'm Dr. Regis. This is Dr. Lau. We're cell agents. Miss, are you all right?
We've broken in and...
Regis, this is a synth. The look on your face is priceless. It's a very expensive one, but it's still a synth. And apparently out of charge.
Something else about it bothers me more.
I know. I sure hope that isn't blood.
Right, here we go. What have we got? A food machine. The kitchen is furnished with a top-of-the-line food machine.
Hey, this one makes its plates out of porcelain.
Wow.
In a place like this, I'll bet it doesn't even have protein mash on its menu.
Hi, I'm Sheffy. What can I get for you?
Yeah, Sheffy's back, motherfuckers.
What are you?
I'm Sheffy, your friendly food helper.
All right, what's this machine you come in?
This masterpiece is the THE Food Gourmand Range Comestible Synthesizer. It's the best thing since sliced bread, which it even makes.
Sounds like it's trying too hard to be helpful.
I like helping. Helping is fun.
What's on the menu?
If you're feeling peckish, I could whip up some braised eggs and white wine sauce. Or how about some nice tartare?
Sounds better than what mine can do.
Or if you want some of Mr. Gill's favorite, I can always make toaster pastries.
Brilliant. We've got like some rich guy who may or may not be a criminal, and he likes Pop-Tarts. The non-glitching version.
What's the difference between you and the one I've got at home, the J115?
Oh, I'm much newer. My dynamic protein stereo lithography system means I can make nearly anything. I've got so much more flavor treatment. I can make just about any taste you desire.
What if I wanted some of that protein slop that mine makes?
Ugh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. But how about some truffles?
It's a snob, then.
How much did you set the Vanderwalls back then?
I'm only 410,000 quanta from all good retailers.
That's more than I make in a year.
These people can apparently afford the finer things. Can you make East Texas onion pudding?
Definitely. What kind of onion would you like?
What do you have?
I've got bold, Montpellier, sweet, Welsh, sweet, yellow, Cipolla rosa, Cephalota nocerino, green, or spring.
Vanderwall sure liked his onions.
I've got as many kinds of allium cepa as you could want.
What? Someone's being an arsehole down there. What do you want? What do you want? Huh? You're right, Nightbot. I should save the game. It's been a while. What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Do you want kettle? Hi. Yeah. Have a cuddle. Huh? Huh? Nope. Never wants a cuddle. Never wants a cuddle. I didn't know there was such a thing as a Welsh onion, by the way. What is it you're after? Do you want a drink? Huh? Dach chi eisiau yfed? Yfed? No? Just general pest duties? Maybe a cuddle? Do you want a cuddle? What if, Orky, what if I did this? Oh, yeah. So he wants a cuddle. Do you want a cuddle or what?
Can you make grits?
Don't you want a road engineer for that?
Grits is kind of like porridge. You have it with gravy.
Ugh, that sounds even worse.
I won't make any for you, then.
The common name Welsh onion does not refer to Wales, but derives from a near obsolete use of Welsh in the sense foreign, non-native, and no, it still is used there, as the species is native to China. Also, leek is not an onion. Welsh in the sense of foreign / non-native is kind of still in use a little bit. So we might have talked about this before, but there is your mum and dad's friends are often your Welsh auntie and your Welsh uncle. They're not really your auntie or your uncle. They're just a cheap copy. The same reason that the Welsh comb is that 5 fingers, and the Welsh carpet is just a painted pattern on the tiles on the floor. Leek is not an onion. Turtle power. Yeah. Parent friends are just plain uncles and aunts. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. We always called them like Auntie Carrie or whatever, but they were in fact. I was once taught they were the Welsh auntie and Welsh uncle. But it's quite a common thing to say the Welsh blank for something that is a cheap knockoff. I don't know, maybe.
Can you make beef fajitas?
Good choice.
How would you know? You never have to eat it.
I think I need to get me one of this model. Can you make barbecue brisket?
Sure can. American style.
That'll do.
Extra sauce.
You bet.
Protein complex A or B.
Pardon?
What protein complex do you want me to make the meat out of?
Beef?
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have any real beef.
Compton wants to do a Welsh command. Okay, so basically, we're just going through the fact that this is a good old Southern boy.
Can you make East Texas onion pudding?
Definitely. I've got leek, green.
Vanderwalsher.
I've got as many.
Right, that's enough.
Bye.
A large refrigerator is a combination lock built into the door.
Is this refrigerator locked? Who the hell locks a refrigerator?
Maybe they've got really expensive tastes?
An antiquated PC terminal built into an even older musical instrument.
Talk about anachronisms. I bet this thing still uses magnetic memory.
Can you breach it?
Sorry, no can do. Anything before wetware isn't compatible with my wiring.
I guess that's one way of making it more secure.
Probably means there are body parts in there. Art might be onto something. Kira, sorry, when the Welsh takeaway arrives. Yeah, I'm not sure what we want to do with a Welsh command. Let's use their terminal. User, Snuda, Boki, com terminal, handprint biometrics, password hint, our special place. Okay.
That's a very expensive synth they've got for a house girl.
Jealous?
She's not my type. What do you think they use her for?
They may be married, but I wouldn't put it past them using her for other things than cleaning. There's a product marker on its back. S&S Synthetics.
They're not showing up on a net search. Maybe Vanderwall has more info on his terminal?
Good idea. We can see if we can get their help in extracting more from this machine.
See? I'm not just a pretty face.
Hello?
I think I know what's wrong with it.
What? What's wrong with it?
Hey, Max.
What's up?
Any idea what's wrong with the maid?
I couldn't even get a return signal out of it. My guess would be that it's run out of power.
Any way we can fix that?
It's supposed to charge itself, but apparently it hasn't managed to do that.
How? We can't haul that thing to a socket.
We'll have to charge the power cell itself. In a platform like that, the cell's usually in the upper torso, about where the heart would be.
You reckon that'd be easier to charge?
It's only about as big as your fist. Just have to get it out of her.
Yeah, okay, of course, we'll just...
Keep at it, Max.
Can do, Regis.
Oh, drinks machine, eh? Kitchen is a machine for preparing and serving drinks, sitting in a nest of wine bottles. Let's see if we got some quirky AI for this.
Howdy, partner. What can I get y'all?
Vodka. On the rocks. Twist of lime.
Regis?
Fine. Make it 2. Vodka. Fine. What do you do here, then?
Why, I'm the bartender. I fix up drinks for the fine folk who live here.
Anything else?
Anything else? Heck, drinks is a whole lot of stuff to know. Why, I'm the foremost expert on fine drinking in these here parts.
So, if anyone wanted to know what to put into a drink...
They'd come to me, sure as shooting.
There's been a bit of an incident. You don't happen to have seen what went on.
Hey, mister. I don't just go blabbing my customers' secrets like that.
He's bluffing. He never saw anything. You're just bitter you never left that wall.
Hey, it's a fine job I have here. I ain't seen nothing since Mr. Vanderwall got his wine out of the rack this evening.
There's been a bit of an... You don't...
Hey, mister. I don't just go...
You're just...
Hey, I ain't seen nothing.
I'll speak to you later.
I'll keep your...
Alright, so he's had some wine.
It'd take a long time to get through all of that.
I got time.
They've got a refined taste in wines, I imagine.
Actually, no. They're all either a couple of years old or fabricated.
Weird. Maybe they're doing something to the wine.
Like what?
Well, say they were also adding amphetamines to it, for example. If they accidentally ruined it, it'd be better if it was a cheaper wine.
Yeah, because I always used to have my amphetamines to cheap wine.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, yikes.
What the hell happened in here? Did someone get to Vanderwall before he could talk?
Maybe it's a domestic gone bad?
The blackmailer said nothing about this. Possibly didn't even expect this themselves. Still, you need to find what they demanded before the whole apartment is picked apart by forensic drones.
We should check around first.
What?
We need to get a look at it ourselves, before the crime scene people wreck it.
Good idea.
Really?
Well, yes.
Who are you, and what have you done with Charlie Regis?
What do you mean?
You're unusually cavalier today. You got something on your mind? I mean, I know you don't usually care what Central thinks about regulations, but...
Oh, we're being led into a trap, huh?
This time, I think it could help us get a lead on our investigation. Besides, all the time we waste, the mindjacker may have found their next victim.
I like this, Regis. Let's get investigating.
Feel glad that Matt suggested it and not you. Now you have the free rein you need to find that device the voice wanted. This pad appears to control the floor-mounted wardrobe. The panel seems to be showing an error message. THE Systems Floordrobe Storage Control. General Error 151, Mechanical Error. Please ensure there are no obstructions to ordering the THE Systems Floordrobe and try again. What, an obstruction like the body in the jacuzzi? Body parts. An old-fashioned chemical photograph and a silver portrait sits by the bed. Picked up, just steal that photograph, is it? The back of the photograph has a note written by hand. The wedding, August 2071. Body parts in the jacuzzi. Photograph of two men, a younger Giel and Dakarai van der Waal, by an urban river in the background. The Eiffel Tower is dwarfed by looming glass skyscrapers. The wedding. Cool, so we finally got like a gay couple in there then. And they're dead. Well, one of them at least. Maybe both.
It's like they had an industrial accident.
In the bedroom?
Well, subscribe to my OnlyFans and picked up hand. Oh, well, now we're going to be able to log into the terminal downstairs.
think I'm carrying as much of Vanderwall around as I want to.
I'm saying nothing. The wire coat hanger seems to be stuck in the joint between the floor and the wardrobe. After a couple of tugs, the hanger comes loose.
I think I'm carrying as...
This is Dakari Vanderwall, Gil's husband. I can see 4 gunshot wounds in his chest. It was either these or he drowned, but that's kind of academic at this stage.
There's something at the bottom of the pool. A pistol?
Our murder weapon?
One of them, maybe. It's too deep to reach.
Not without severely contaminating the crime scene anyway.
No kink shaming. I'd never kink shame.
I think that I'd lose anything that goes in there, like that pistol.
That's why I thought we should use the coat hanger.
I'd better not drop anything. I have no idea who that's supposed to be.
Shall I trance it for you?
There's no such thing as comfortable ignorance anymore, is there?
Huh? You old people are weird.
I don't think I can justify taking that.
A jacuzzi sits in the corner of the room. You wonder what kind of man needs to have a pool quite so readily available at all times. We can open up the wardrobe now.
See anything interesting?
There's an empty gun rack in here. Ammunition, maintenance tools, cleaning spray, but no gun.
In their closet?
Maybe it's their outdoor gear. There's fishing equipment in here as well.
Are you taking stuff again?
It might be useful. Call it a hunch.
Alright, let's use the fishing rod in the jacuzzi. Fishing minigame!
Nothing biting?
There's nothing on the end of the line. No way I can hook that pistol. Now it's got one enormous hook.
Nothing biting?
The hook sinks, but I can't catch that pistol at the bottom. There, a magnet at the end of a fishing line.
For catching submarines?
Got it.
The murder weapon?
One of them, anyway. Why is it in the jacuzzi, though?
What we really need is a witness.
Vanderwall's antique semi-automatic pistol. Probably not listed on the city's firearms register.
I mean, of course. It's a magnetic fishing game because it's in the house. So it's like the magnetic fishing games you bought as a child. What you really need is a not tampering with the crime scene. Right. Hello, Terminal. No. Do.
It's definitely his hand, but the system won't recognize it.
Our special place. So the password is... Okay, right. I'm going to type it in. A cop, so it's fine. Oh, talking what? I haven't done a save, have I? Password confirmed.
It's definitely his hand.
Okay. Do I need to clean the hand?
Vanderwall's cold, dead hand. It's definitely his hand. He... That's not going to get it.
Why isn't there a sink I can wash the hand in?
Hey, what do you make of this?
Charlie, she's not going to answer you. Not when she's out of charge like that.
Yeah, I knew that.
Sure.
Put it in the microwave to warm it up. There is no microwave, just this THE food machine. That wouldn't make very good bait. No, I meant to put
That'd
it
be one hell of a negligent discharge. That'd be one... I can't figure that out.
That wouldn't make very good bait.
He...
Like, we got the password correct. But why can't... What's wrong with the hand?
It's definitely his hand, but the system won't recognize it.
It's his hand, but the sister won't recognize
Gil
it.
Vanderwall's cold, dead hand.
Howdy, partner. What can I get y'all?
Vodka.
Regis.
Fine. There's been a... You don't have...
Hey, miss, I don't just...
He's bluff. You're just bit.
Hey, I ain't seen...
I'll speak to you.
I'll keep your...
Like, can we get something to keep a hand? To clean the hand, rather? Just recalibrate your finger reinstall and leave that finger phone's rubbish. Do I have to look for more bits of hand?
I think I'm carrying as much... I think I'm carrying... I think I'm carrying...
I'm not going to wash the hand in the jacuzzi.
Hey, Matt.
What's up?
The terminal built it.
It's a virgin.
Like I said, it's less impressive, you know. I tried using Vanderwall's hand on the biometric security, but it didn't work.
Maybe because it's dead?
How would an old terminal like that know?
How do you check if someone's alive?
With the scanner in my Traveler.
Ugh, if you had to do it by hand.
Okay.
Why do you...
What?
You're all... It does...
Maybe.
What would count...
Like this. Machines, and I don't expect them to be able...
So...
Yeah,
You'd rather not. Maybe later.
That's all
Keep
I
at it,
do want
Matt.
to.
Can do.
Right, okay. It thinks the hand is dead. So maybe we need to liven the hand up.
A big old jolt's not gonna make it work. I don't think it needs to be shocked into submission.
Why not use the magnet on the fridge? Or did the magnet fall off in the jacuzzi?
A big old jolt. I don't think it needs to be...
No, I think the magnet's still on there. Yeah, it's just part of it now.
An expensive fishing rod with a powerful magnetic coil as bait.
Yeah, video game logic.
Is this refrigerator locked? Who the hell locks a refrigerator?
Maybe they've got... Although, they've got the food machine.
Maybe something else is in there, yep. Oh, hello, cabinet. Haven't looked in the cabinet. Aside from the pipes running to the food machine, the cabinet contains a set of knives and a tube of cooking gel. Picked up knife and cooking gel. This exothermic wetware gel is used for food preparation. The gel cooks food that is mixed with, releasing chemical engines heat at the desired temperature while it breaks down. Ah. Cook the hand. And remembering that, placebo song, that's about right, 36 degrees. That's what human body temperature should be. You cover the hand in the thermal gel and it becomes noticeably warmer. Da, 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 da. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought that Placebo, the band, would have come in handy in solving a problem in this point and click? All right, here we go. My cooking gel coincided with Kira's. There's another bottle of soy sauce in the cupboard. He's got a number for jazz hands. Legitimate Johnson. BRU. Iron Brew? What? Oh my days. Good spot. Good spot. Legitimate Johnson, that's a sex toy. I was going to say Legitimate Johnson is the name of our third child. Psychic University Rocket Mother. We Win Kino. Tolliver Training. Go with Custodial Repair.
Hey Lau, reckon the building's repair staff can deal with the synth maid?
I guess no. They're here for pipes and appliances.
Damn, better think of something else.
Alright, that was worth a try. Oh, there were S&S, was it? S&S BRU is the Scottish Soviet military intelligence. S&S Synthetics.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking. Mr. Vanderwall. I trust everything is satisfactory.
Mr. Stepford, my name is Dr. Charles Regis. I'm a cell agent.
Oh my, yes. How may I help, Dr. Regis?
I'm investigating the death of one of your clients, Gil Vanderwall.
Oh my, yes. That sounds terrible.
We've got your company's name linked to the synthetic in the apartment.
Oh my, yes. A repurposed IL-240 platform running a BN-110187 update cycle. A maid, yes? And a very expensive one it was too, yes?
That looks like the one.
Oh my, yes. He purchased a complete body. Though it looks like he had some afterwork done on it elsewhere, oh yes.
What kind of afterwork?
It looks like the personality was tooled elsewhere, yes. Likely to more particular tastes, yes.
Not something you'd do?
Mr. Regis, this is a family business, oh yes? We simply sell platforms. We cannot be held responsible for alterations thereafter.
What can you tell me about this synth?
Everything up until its point of sale, oh my yes. We recently acquired a number of IL-240 platforms, formerly industrial models. With some cosmetic retooling, they're fit for a great many humanoid roles, oh my yes.
Like housework?
Oh my yes. Like this platform, we sell many without including a personality. There are a great many legal but if one were to acquire an AI mind state from elsewhere and incorporate it...
It leaves you completely blame-free for whatever's done with it.
Quite so, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes.
Well, yes. Oh, yes. This guy is very trusting, yes. I'm a cell agent. Okie dokie, what can I do for you? Oh, yes.
The synth in question is powered down. We need to ask it some questions.
It shall need to be revitalized then. Oh my, yes. Likely it misgauged its own consumption rate, was unable to reach a charging point.
Is there any way to fix it?
Oh my, yes. You can remove the power cell from the upper torso. It will be concealed by the pseudodermal layer of outer skin, but this can be removed with a sharp implement.
So, I have to perform surgery.
You will need to remove the power cell and charge it separately. The platform should return to full operation thereafter. Oh yes.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help. Oh my, yes.
This is terrible user experience. Cut your maid open. Good thing we got a knife, though.
What are you up to?
Just doing some surgery.
Picked up the power cell. That looks like a charging unit, doesn't it? But I've got a feeling we can't click on it, so we can't use it. So I'm gonna have to... My robot ran out of battery. Time for surgery. After a few moments' contact, the gauge in the side of the cell fills. That was quick.
CI wetware systems
Beginning reboot. Beginning recovery from
critical failure.
basic input-output executing.
MBR unified bootloader executing kernel.
Kernel executing
SBININIT. Calibrating.
CI state with
Oh,
UFT.
she's based on Unix then.
That is better.
She's based on Unix, but just French. Aha!
Bonjour, monsieur.
Hello? Who are you?
Je m'appelle Chantal. I am Monsieur Gale et Monsieur Dacqueray's maid.
You're a synthetic maid?
Pardon, mademoiselle? I do not understand.
A synth.
Excusez-moi, what is a synth?
It certainly stays in character.
I help the masters with their household things.
And where were you made?
Mademoiselle, I was born in France.
Yeah, because all French people I know run on graphene power cells.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They are the best employers a young French girl could hope to have.
Are they really?
Quite so, monsieur. So loving. And with such exquisite taste.
Wow, they must have got this one customized for sycophancy.
Do you know anyone who might want to hurt them?
Oh no, monsieur. They are beloved by all.
What the hell happened upstairs?
How do you mean, monsieur?
The room's recent redecoration. Shades of Geel everywhere.
Oh, Jesus.
And the body of
Max.
Dakari Vanderwall, shot to pieces in the tub. Any opinions on this?
Oh, monsieur, I cannot discuss this. I have been told, most strictly, not to discuss what goes on upstairs.
Even if it includes the double homicide of your owner?
I have my orders. What would Monsieur Gale think if I went against him?
Probably not a great deal anymore.
She doesn't quite seem to get what's happened.
Might not have been written with a comprehension of abstracts like death.
2 men have been killed upstairs. There's blood and human remains all over the room, and all over you. If you weren't directly involved, then you're at least a material witness.
I am sorry, monsieur. I cannot say what happens upstairs. Monsieur Gale, he values his privacy greatly.
How about we take you down to cell and manually pull your memory apart?
Regis, it's a synth. Threatening it won't help.
What do you do around here?
I do the cleaning, the cooking, and the shopping.
And that's it?
Monsieur, it would not be proper for me to say.
So you are a sex bot.
Mon Dieu! How dare you infer such a thing?
I'm starting to think that Max is the worst.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Monsieur, I remember many things. My memory is holographic. But I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to consider.
Even if Cell requires it?
I cannot simply discuss what happens around here without his permission.
He's certainly paid for loyalty.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
Monsieur?
Would you be able to do anything Mr. Vanderwald told you?
Anything?
Anything.
Monsieur, you should not ask such questions. I am just the maid.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Surely you realize, monsieur. All the best maids in the world, they are French.
And the best lovers, I hear.
What are you implying, mademoiselle?
I never had Gil down as quite such a francophile.
I am also very discreet, monsieur. When you care for someone's home, there are a lot of things that you hear.
Or do.
Mademoiselle, such slander. And even if true, I would not say. I have Monsieur Gale's confidence to think of.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
My pleasure to have helped, monsieur.
Max is a swerve confirmed. Right, my leg is going dead, so I'm going to have to move this one. Which means he's going to get grumpy. Let's see what Orko's put out meow is like. Come on. Come on. He's still trying. No put out meows there. But he still tries. But I'm like, my foot is dead. I've got pins and needles. You gonna go and sit in the box or something? Grumpy cat. Okay, so.
Bonjour, monsieur.
Thanks.
My pleasure.
Oh, guys, it's
Refrigerator locked? Who the hell locks a refrigerator?
Maybe they've got really...
This, I know that was. Often he'll do like his kind of noises. As he is all put out. Right, so we've reactivated the maid. We've got some cooking gel, a knife, a gun, a fishing rod, a hand, a photo. We need to try and get the maid to tell us about things. I don't know. Shall we slap her with a hand?
Monsieur Gale would be happy to know you have found that. He is always losing things.
He is always losing things. Okay, of course.
You recognize this?
Perhaps, monsieur? But I should not discuss it.
You saw what happened.
Monsieur, I must not speak of what happens in the bedroom. Monsieur Gale has been quite clear.
Talk about taking orders too literally.
They have always loved Perry. They are planning to return next summer.
Yeah, that's not happening now. Not Lau. Not Lau. Why is Lau in the way?
Oh, monsieur, please do not shoot.
Right, we're not zapping her.
I would always stay at home when they would go fishing. It gave me time to tidy.
Do the tape splicing thing so Gil tells her what to do. I know, right? Detachable penis. Also sold for the 90s. Back, what else have we got? Fishing. Show her the knife.
I know you're not keen on modern tech, but that's no reason to take it out on someone else's maid. Go and punch your food machine at home if you really feel like some Luddism.
Be careful. This gel can get out quickly.
That doesn't need...
Like, we can whack the temperature up to ridiculous levels.
Be careful.
Alright, so who might have done the work?
This is the French Embassy. Opening hours are Tuesdays 10 a.m. until 10:15 a.m.
Wow. We're only open for 50 minutes. After that, you are on your own. So, who might have done the extra work? At least sounds a phone in English, yeah. What about Al's Body Shop?
This is Al's Body Shop. We've been shut down. So, if we got your stuff, we'll try to get it to you, but who knows? If this is the cops, you can kiss my...
Okay. Like, I feel maybe if we knew who did the programming of the personality, then maybe we could, because we've got to get the maid to tell us more, right? Shall we talk to Stepford and Son? Yes.
Stepford and Son, Synthetic Associates. Liam Stepford speaking.
We believe this synth to be a material witness, or involved, in a murder.
Oh my, no! How horrific!
Oh, now he's
Don't
saying
really
no.
Cooperate with us, though. Vanderwall seems to have ordered it to remain silent about certain areas of his home.
Oh my, secrecy is one of many reasons that users opt for non-OEM personalities. If you wish, I could have one of my engineers disassemble its mind state in order to recover memories. This may take several hours, depending upon the algorithm used for laying down synaptic engrams.
I'm afraid time is a critical factor, Mr. Stepford. Is there any way I can do it here?
Oh, there may be. Oh my, yes. I shall transfer you the necessary tool.
Added CI Mind State Splitter.
What's this splitter for?
CI platform minds are modular, Dr. Regis. Oh my, yes. All are made of 3 components: personality, role, and platform memory. The maid's desire not to tell you likely stems from her personality.
So if she had a different personality...
Something more helpful.
She might tell us what we need to know.
It may not be quite so simple, but that is the foundation of the idea. Oh my, yes.
Where would I find other mind state modules?
Any other platform that runs a communicative interface. It is not simply limited to synthetic platforms. Oh my, no.
Okay, I think I've got an idea.
That's all I need to know for now.
Please don't hesitate to get in contact if you think we can help. Oh my, yes.
You give us the app but not the personality file, no, but we'll use it and get the wonderful, helpful personality. Oh my, yes. From the food machine. Oh my, yes. Okay. So, we put the... We put the chef's personality in here because, I don't know, I quite like Chefy. Maybe it's the anime eyes.
Hello. Who are you?
Well, when they get messy, right?
Right.
I clean up the apartment, right?
Right.
And anything else that needs doing around here. I'm here to make everyone happy, whatever it takes.
Jeez, it's like giving amphetamines to a synth.
No wonder they only keep this personality in food machines.
Oh, this is brilliant. This is brilliant.
What can you tell me about the Vanderwalls?
They're great fun. I like them a lot.
Any other thoughts on them?
I like you guys too. You're fun as well.
Is there anything you don't like?
Nope.
What do you do around here?
I'm the maid. I keep this place clean, and I do the shopping. Also, I'm anatomically correct.
Excuse me?
Well, Mr. Gill didn't just want a maid. He really loves French folk. So sometimes when he's bored, he insists I come to the bedroom. And he's got all these outfits and...
Just no more. I get the picture. So, he cheats on his husband with a synth.
Oh no, he's not cheating. Mr. Dakari joins in too.
I totally called it.
Yeah, alright, Max. Fully functional, just like Data.
What can you remember before you ran out of power?
Ooh.
Yes?
I remember something.
What is it?
I'm sorry. The memory module is holographic, but isn't wholly compatible. I need something to help me remember.
You're asking for a bribe?
Oh, Regis.
I just need one of those
Mnemonics?
Yeah, that's it.
So, something that'd help jog your memory about what happened.
Yeah, that's it.
Maybe we could use something from the scene.
Threesome with a French maid or what? Oh, that's brilliant, Kathy.
Have you had your safety protocols removed?
What's a safety protocol?
It stops you hurting people or doing things you're not supposed to.
Why would I want to do that? That'd be real mean of me.
Yes, but sometimes there are accidents.
This platform's got nothing like that, but I'm not gonna hurt nobody.
Double negative, but yeah.
Why the hell did they get a synth like this?
Everyone needs to eat, right?
With you so far?
So why make it a chore? Food can be fun with so much choice available.
So that's why they made you like that?
Yep. I'm here to help anyone with whatever they need.
Thanks. We'll keep looking around.
Have a really great day!
Maybe I should have used the very helpful Southern Barman. Okay. They want a mnemonic. Let's go with a photo.
They had a great time back then. That's why they wanted a French maid. Hey, that's Mr. Giel's hand. Where'd he leave that?
On the floor in the bedroom?
Oh.
Oh?
I remember. There was something about that and Mr. Giel.
Go on.
No, I'm sorry. There was something about his wine. But I'm afraid my thing is food, not drink. I don't know a thing about what they were doing to it.
Maybe we should ask someone who knows their booze?
Fine. We use the splitter on the drinks machine.
Hello?
Nothing happens. Apparently taking its mind out has made it less talkative. Stop being a prick. Right, let's give it the barman's role, but let's leave Sheffy's personality. See how well that works.
Hello? What can you remember?
Ooh.
Yes?
I remember something.
What is it?
I'm sorry. I need...
You're asking...
Mnemonic.
Yeah!
So...
Yeah!
Maybe we...
Right, okay, so we're gonna...
Thanks. Does this ring any bells?
Oh, yeah! It's what Mr. Giel used when We were all up in the bedroom earlier this evening.
You're worrying too much.
You promised me that you'd gotten out of it.
I have. This was merely a favor. for an old friend.
And look where it's gotten you.
They were arguing about something. It sounded big.
Don't you think I know what this could mean? You asked me to talk to that damned cell agent, and I agreed. You see what I do for you?
I know. And I knew you'd do the right thing eventually.
It's not just because it's the right thing, or because you asked. It's because of what it would mean to the whole city.
Mr. Gill was grumpy, but not at Mr. Dakari so much. Then he asked for some of his special wine.
Chantel, be a dear. Bring me my wine.
This was the lousy stuff they've got in the wine rack.
To law and order.
Yeah, but he puts extra things in his wine as well.
Gil, what's wrong?
It must have been my... What is this?
What's what?
Mr. Gill seemed to be real worried about something.
Who are you?
Gil, what are you doing with that gun?
Stay away. Don't come any closer. No! Get off me! Chantel!
He sounded like he was in trouble.
Get it out of me!
He kept telling me there was something in him. I asked what he meant.
It's inside me! Get in there and get it out!
And the maid's personality. She'd have done anything he asked.
Uh-oh, indeed.
I didn't find anything, though.
So Vanderwall had a hallucinatory freakout.
Sounds like it was whatever he was putting...
Sorry.
In the wine. We'd better find out what it was.
Oh, I know everything about drinks. Mr. Gill was buying up cheap wine and using wetware to artificially age it.
Wetware?
Yeah, he kept it in the refrigerator.
Ow, geez, what is that? Can't you hear it?
What sits in the fridge is a memory module with a strange configuration. Based on what you were told, you're certain this is what the blackmailer was after.
There, the wetware on the middle shelf. It rapidly ages the wine to how it's wanted.
Not anymore, it doesn't. It's been reprogrammed. That memory module's broadcasting a signal. The wetware in the refrigerator's interpreting it as an order to reformat itself.
So it stopped being a wine aid and ended up a powerful hallucinogen?
Looks that way.
You want me to carry it? You look uncomfortable.
Yeah, something about it hurts.
How cunning!
Hey!
We're heading back to cell. A forensics team will be here in a while. Just don't try to make, cook, or clean anything while we're gone, okay?
Ow.
I got it.
You are being a pest. Autopsy lab, cell command office, T-minus 2 hours.
Oh, you found him.
Apparently this is what Central wanted me to see. Why would it do this? I stopped him.
Charlie.
I promised him I could help, and then it did this to him.
Maybe it's trying to hammer home the message. After all, Central didn't ask you to talk him out of it. It said neutralize.
Why would it be so?
Dr. Regis.
You, soulless, callous. I promised him!
His euthanasia was a necessary measure. 75% of the captured bombers have attempted self-immolation in custody. The risk of repeating such an action was unacceptable.
He wouldn't have.
Whatever the case may have been, cell command offices are now safe from...
Central?
Uh-oh.
General alarm.
General alarm. Central functions compromised.
Localized E-war attacks detected within heuristic barrier systems. Systems entering siege mode. All personnel equipped for abstract dynamic countermeasures. Please report to action stations. Repeat.
Abstract dynamics to action stations.
Sounds like I'm needed. Remember, no matter what Central says, you've done a great job today.
Being a prick. Wow. Wow. You know what? I'm going to leave that one here for today because someone's been at bell end and also we're kind of getting towards the 2-hour mark. And this seems like a good spot to leave things. So, yes. Alright. Let us go back to full cam. Put some tunes on. Let's see who's about for a raid. Let's see. Timbo's doing Fallout. Somebody mentioned, I think Art mentioned Fallout earlier with one of the games, one of the voices from the game. Rubestar Simmer's doing Dead by Daylight. Darkness the First is doing Pokemon. The Grunkle's doing some Subnautica. Novacate BS Katebs is playing some music, which is always quite nice. Still Hellit's on, doing some high-rise Mogal. But shall we go and see friend of the channel, Timbo the Wizard? For Timbo is a dear friend of the channel. Where's Obiasco? Walkers being quite a bell end. Aren't you? You're in the way of my keyboard. You're in the way of my keyboard. Let's raid Timbo the Wizard. Alrighty, folks. Thank you for hanging out with me. Been a pleasure. You lot are lovely as ever. This one is a knob as ever. Yeah, we'll go and see Timber the Wizard, and I'll be back here tomorrow evening for some more Technobabylon. Don't think I'll be doing any Saturday randoms. What I need to be doing is trying to get away from Streamlabs, since we all understand that Streamlabs are bell ends. I want to try and see if I can do some of my own chat overlays and other such malarkeys. But in the meantime, here's a raid message that you can copy and paste as we make our way to see our dear friend Timbo the Wizard. So yeah, tomorrow evening, 7 PM, back for more Technobabylon and stuff and things. In the meantime, look after yourselves, because you're a lovely bunch, and I don't want to see anything happen to you in the next 23 hours. That would be a shame. Just stay indoors. You're probably safer. Says someone who's gonna probably have to go and do some shopping or something tomorrow. Anyway, right. If we're all ready, everyone's got their A message copied. Let's go and see Timbo, and I'll see you back here tomorrow night. Mwah! Look after yourself. Goodbye.